How much money do you need invested in your portfolio to live off your dividends and be financially independent starting from zero? Welcome back to our channel. My name is Euan, and on this channel we talk about personal finance, investing and what makes successful people tick. And on today's video we're going to be looking at how much you need to invest into your portfolio so that you can live off your dividend income and how long it will take. And I will also share my insights into my plan of action regarding this topic. But as always, before we get into it, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a random dude in a unwashed tie-dye t-shirt. So you've got to make sure that you do your own research before investing your capital. So how much do you actually need in your portfolio so you can live off dividends? So obviously there's no straightforward answer to this question. However, hopefully these three scenarios that I will give will be able to provide you with a bit of information on how long it's going to take to become financially independent. So it is all dependent on how much money you can live off. So before doing anything, you really need to work out how much everything costs you and what your expenses are. So if you are settled in with a mortgage, then this will be a lot easier for you to work out because you should know what costs are going to come up in the future. However, if you are not in that position, then hopefully you can look into the future and decide what your dream life is and work out how much that is going to cost you on a yearly basis. Be realistic, as it is important that you don't underfund yourself and also set yourself too high of a target because you may never reach it. Work out how much your housing, holidays, kids, cars, divorces, Aunt Mary's funeral, and all the sorry Mary, and that's what you need to work out, and then hopefully it will give you a better idea of what you need to aim for. So now you've worked out how much your dream life is going to cost you, or the life that you're currently in is going to cost you. Now you can work out how much income you need to fund it. So now I'm going to do a comparison between my salary, which is currently £25,000, £35,000, which is the average for the UK, and then a desired salary of £50,000. But just remember, these are dividend salaries rather than your standard salary, so they will be taxed at a different rate. So you will have more disposable income to play with because you get taxed less, and also you won't be paying pensions in your workplace salary. So that is another added bonus. And if you have taken my advice from previous videos and you are using a stocks and shares ISA, then this will give you the ability to have a tax-free dividend income. Completely tax-free, no tax allowed in the ISA account. So that is the one you want to be using. If you're not using it, make sure you get using it. So those are the advantages of using the dividend income strategy. So before I tell you how much you will need invested, make sure you hit that big red button that says subscribe, hit that bell that goes ding, 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 ding every time that I post a video, and also hit that like button so that we can be friends forever. So how much do you actually need invested in your portfolio in order to get a 25k, 35k or 50k dividend income? So let's start with 25k, and you will need £500,000 invested into your portfolio, and this is based off 5% dividend yield across all of your shares, stocks and ETFs. Shares and stocks, same thing, but you get the picture. So with a lot of research, I think that an average of 5% dividend yield is very possible. So currently my portfolio has an average dividend yield of 3.5%. So that will mean that I need to invest £715,000 into my portfolio so that I can receive a 25k dividend income. And you can see the difference that 1.5% dividend yield makes on a portfolio. So I suppose I better get my percentages up a little bit. So let's just see now how much you need to invest in order to receive a £35,000 dividend income per year. And that figure is £700,000. And let's quickly look at the 50k, and the figure is £1 million to get a very, very good income in the UK. If you're thinking, Euan, how on earth am I going to invest £1 million, 700k, or even 500k. Fear not, because I will be telling you how you can use compounding to get to a point where you can live off your dividends. So hopefully you know what compounding is. However, if you do not, then here is the definition. Compounding is the process in which an asset's earning from either capital gains or interest are reinvested to generate additional earnings over time. This growth, calculated using exponential functions, occurs because the investment will generate earnings from both its initial principal and the accumulated earnings from the preceding periods. So in layman's terms, this is when you invest in an asset for, let's say, £100. And to make it nice and easy, we'll go with a 10% return. And then 10% of 100 is, of course, 10. So by the end of the first year, you will have £110. So going into the next year, you will get the same return of 10% because it's making it really easy for us. And that 10% return will mean that you actually get a return of £11 instead of 10 the previous year. So this happens over and over and over again. However, it starts very small. So as you can see, it's only £1 difference, but over a long period of time, say 20, 30, 40 years, this grows exponentially. So I'll put a graph up here and you'll see that it goes like this. And that is compounding. So if you are investing for the long term, like you should be, you'll definitely see the benefits down the line, and you would have wished that you started sooner. So how long will it take to invest £500,000? So let's say you're starting today from £0 and you have £150 to invest every month, because you can take that from the pay that you get every month from your job, hopefully. Obviously, this may be a stretch for some people. However, this is what I am currently doing. I say £150 because I think this is quite realistic, and hopefully everyone can find that £150 to invest. So in this example, we'll be investing £150 every month for a long period of time, and we will go with an average rate of return of 9.7%, which has been the average rate of return for the S&P 500 for the last 90 years. So obviously not every year, but just the average return. You may think that 9.7% is high, but with dividend income reinvestment and capital gains year on year, this is definitely achievable, and you will reach £500,000 after just 33.5 years. So for me, I would be 57, and I don't think that is too bad. Moving on to the 700k target, and that will take 36.5 years. So I don't think that's too bad either. And for the final £1 million target, this will take just under 40 years, and this includes inflation included into the prices of all of the other ones. A tiny bit more accurate than the 36 years that I estimated in my last video. So if you are 24 like me, then in 40 years time, you will have a very, very nice nest egg that you can use for your retirement. So that is how much you need and how long it would take to live off your dividends and be financially independent. It's not flashy, it's not cool. However, I think investing £150 a month for a long, long period of time and becoming a millionaire is pretty cool in my book. But I would love to know what you think down in the comments below. You may think that I'm just a boring dude, but maybe I am. But my philosophy is that if all my business ventures fail and this YouTube drops because I do something stupid and doesn't pan out how I wanted it to, then all I need to be doing is investing £150 a month. So hopefully I will be able to scrape that together, whatever I'm planning or whatever I'm doing in the future, and I will still have a nice income when I reach retirement age. And I think that's pretty cool. I will still be in a decent place when I get to 65. I'll be a millionaire, so I can't complain, and I'll be living up in Benidorm instead of Monaco. So I will leave you with one of my favourite quotes from a great philosopher, Aubrey Graham. He says, "F being rich when I'm 40, man, I'm trying to make it now." So that's my plan. I'm trying to make it now. However, my backup plan is a fairly good one and a fairly lucrative one, in my opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day, and I'm hoping that you found some value. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and comment on something that I did in this video that you found funny or interesting or something. It really does help, especially because I've raised my 2020 target of subscribers to 10,000, as I've already hit my 1,000 subscriber target. So it would really help if you could comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Anyway, I'm not a millionaire, but I'm trying to help you become one. Peace!